Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a freshly recorded video. I don't normally record fresh content at the weekend unless something kind of drops or there's something I want to go over. And I want to go over this, which is going to be all about the side quest and side quest totals. I love putting these videos out as I get to kind of go into lots of details of the new side quest and go, okay, well, are we getting more rewards? You know, what's the crack? And obviously when it launches, we'll be covering this on the channel. Got a second video to this one, which is all about the depreciation of meta chase rewards, because we've seen some massive devaluation and depreciation, which I'm not going to go over in this video because I just want to talk about some positive stuff, some good news, and also dissect a few things. So yeah, on Friday, do bear in mind, like I should have been a bit more on it with certain aspects of this particular quest, but don't worry, as the week goes on and you know, I'm back to full kind of like working order, because it was a bit of a mental week for me last week. It will just be like yeah, like side quests, we're going to be fully on it for the month. It's been a very crazy month in any case, but love the fact that all summoners can play all threat levels. Doesn't mean you'll be able to smash through all of them. There will be some limits, but that is going to be really positive. And also it means that you can get more rewards than you might expect. There is the energy per move kind of cost. But did you notice something that is absolutely epic about all of these threat levels? There's energy refills. That's amazing. Like, honestly, there's some really amazing things out of this. And well done to Kabam for finally coming around to like the idea of like the plight of the common player, the plight of the non-spending player, especially looking at the amount of savings of energy. There's a total of 20 energy refills that are on offer for you. That's a lot. You know, let's kind of like put that into perspective right here by going like 20 times 30, 600 units. That's a saving of 600 units. That's massive. That's a lot more. That's a lot more bigger than you might think, especially because you have to do, you know, a lot of players will do lots of multiple difficulties, Thronebreaker difficulty. You know, you can't guarantee energy refills out of arena crystals, out of daily crystals, 4-hour crystals. Sorry. So that's mega, and that's just a step in a positive direction. I'm not saying that Kabam do, you know, all bad stuff and all good stuff. This is just one of these little things where, as a player base, if this is a regular thing Kabam are putting in, it's a W, right? It's a W for our relationship with Kabam, and it's a W for Kabam's relationship with us. And there's a few other things as well, which we'll go over. Like, you know, we've kind of had a bit of a brush through of some of these things on the Friday video. But it's good to see that the new threat level 5, which will be the Paragon tailored kind of difficulty level, has got some of these chase rewards. We're seeing our first ever amounts of tier 6 class catalyst, 7-star hero crystal shards, and regular monthly content, repeatable stuff. So it looks like you're actually able to get somewhere. What will that really mean on a monthly basis? 2007. I don't know if they'll buff the they'll put a new event quest difficulty in, but that would be, let's see, 15,000. I mean, look, I don't need to really do the maths. It's 7.5 months or 8 months effectively. I don't know why I'm about to do the maths. I know the maths. Yeah, it would take 8 months to get yourself a fully formed 7-star crystal as a result. So that's thumbs up for that one. Now, I don't want to be waffling on this stuff too much. I do want to get into the totals. I've got a link in the description to the spreadsheet, and we're going to be quickly comparing off some things as well. So let's bring this into shot. I've got to figure out a better way that I want to do all these totals. The problem is there's so many difficulties to get all these totals from, and it takes hours to get this stuff together. I think it's taken me a good chunk of Saturday so far to already kind of like get all this info, which we'll just kind of go over in this video. Yes, I do round this up to a final total section, and you can check it out in the link in the description. But do bear with me. We'll get there. There's some really kind of good additions. As I said, the reason for me doing a depreciation video is just looking at the fact that everything's been devalued. There's some great stuff on offer, especially for lower players. With this shift and a dynamic of 6-star relic shards coming into the fray with this, the value has gone down. This is why I am so surprised to see the likes of the Battleground store not reflect this. Why Kabam haven't changed the Battleground store for the 5-star relic shard cost to go down or the volume to go up, and the same thing with some other things as well. Off the top of my head, I think tier 5 basics are in here as well that need to be devalued or kind of higher volume for the amount you purchase, and also with 6-star shards have been devalued in the monthly content. So yeah, I think Kabam need to follow suit with a few other areas and keep up to date with that one. But relic, the relic volume you now get is a lot more relic rarity. So 5-star relic, 6-star relic is on a monthly basis. So that's really good to see. Gold has increased as well. You can see on screen it kind of like falls to the end, and we've got a nice amount of this per month, which is totaling. And let's just go to the final totals. I'm sure people would just be like, just get to the final totals. Okay, right. Well, let's bring this all into shot for some interesting stuff. But you can check out the spreadsheet if you want for this. So 45,500 6-star shards. I'm gonna have to get that that there into the kind of like midst of this whilst I kind of go from thing to thing. So yeah, you'll notice that between threat level 5, threat level 4, and threat level 3, and threat level 2 as well, there's 6-star shards. Is there anything in threat level 1? No, but it's like this is great. So for uncollected players or kind of casuals with the game, you're getting access to 6-star shards at lower levels. Fantastic. Baby accounts are able to be grown in a more kind of like natural and fun sense because they're able to have access to those. So that's, again, another kind of like fantastic thing. There's a lot of things with this that I just kind of like really rate. I'm really looking forward to this side quest this month because of the rewards you get from it. Yeah, Thronebreaker's got its rewards, but side quest is now getting a bump up so you can get 3 full tier 5 class catalysts. I will compare against like a previous month, which would be January, where we were in January and where we're going to be in May when it comes to rewards. Interesting information. 10 tier 5 basics, 16 tier 2 alpha, 34,000 5-star shards. Actually there's no selected with this, so I just need to kind of remove that. Don't worry, if you see the final version will be kind of like out with stuff sorted out. 72,400 intergalactic planetary crystal shards. Now that calculation, there may be some people kind of like doubting that, but if you take into consideration the calendar, that's the first thing. If you also take into consideration that, and how I've done the spreadsheet is I've amalgamated threat level 1's side quest, full exploration, plus the objective into one kind of like total. It's just the easiest way I could figure it doing it, because as I said, there's so many things to total in. But yeah, if you take the 9k that you get per threat level, you then plus that the calendar. You plus on the solo objective, which is the Bold and Beautiful, Legally Blonde, and the 5th week solo objective as well. All those things together, plus the solo event. But do bear in mind, I've put it as the Paragon level of stuff. Well, not really. I've done it as like just the shards. Everybody gets 500 of the milestone, and it adds up to X amount. But yeah, like that's a lot. 72,500. I mean, let's kind of like, because I need to be sure with the maths. 72,000 is 36. I'm gonna say it's 36 off the top of my head. It's probably easy maths. It's 36. I don't know why I divided by 2. But you took by 2,000. 36 Cavalier crystals. Thumbs up. Love it. Long may it continue as a regular thing. But yeah, moving on, 7,450,000 gold. Great, let's buff up, but I'm sure that will feel like a sting at some point because the cost of leveling up and ranking up a 7-star champion will feel it. You'll definitely feel it. And then also we've got a higher volume of tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha. To give you a perspective, it is kind of 75% iffy there. 75%, I'd say 75 to 80% of a tier 6 basic compared with how it's been in the past. And look, you know, you've got the tier 6 class catalyst, which you get 20% of, and again with that one, do bear in mind that you do get that one after doing 100% Thronebreaker, so maybe that's bumped up a bit. So what's that, like 70% a month? It's not too bad, it's not too brilliant as well at the same time. 2,007-star shards. Yay. As we said, the calculation of trying to get that is 8 months. based on getting on a regular basis. They'll probably have to put a new event quest or buff the Thronebreaker level of rewards. Possibly, I don't know. And finally, 20 energy refills. 20 by doing all the difficulties. This is great. Fantastic. To give you, again, like, let's put this in perspective. I'll go back to the January one that I did. So this is from a similar version that I did back in, January. And you can see where the difference is. Yes, we've progressed further with the game, but the meta volume has increased. 29,506 star shards in January, 40 odd thousand now. We're getting, like, in some cases, twice as much tier 5 basics. We're getting twice as much when it comes to the Cavalier shards. We're getting 3 extra mil, you know, and also, like, we're getting extra tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha, right? And yeah, okay, if you do the event quest, like Thronebreaker difficulty, you're going to get a few more things that are going to be beneficial for you, like tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha. So, you know, thumbs up. That's good. All of this is going in a positive direction. Let's kind of bring that away because, you know, people might confuse people. But yeah, I'm excited for this month, especially from the side quest. I'm excited for the volumes of rewards, which you can see on screen right now. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really more to say on that particular subject. I think we've kind of dissected this as much as possible. If there's any kind of like numbering or data issues or errors with the spreadsheet, I'll try and fix them whenever I can. It's just the problem is trying to get all this information out in a very quick time frame is always a bit of a difficult one. So there may be a few mistakes here or there, but it's pretty much kind of like, you know, all that is taken from the forums, that information. But yeah, that's been the video. I hope you enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on this now that we've got this updated? This spreadsheet will be forming the side event totals and guide, which I'll be referring back to. It's a work in progress. So if you see things like TBA, TBC and stuff, it's just a case like as I add more guides and information, it will improve, it will expand, and it will cover all the things that are going on this month. So hope you understand. Thanks very much for watching this video. Check out some other content located on screen right now, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.